quick, Seamus, before we start with questions. I just, want to say how proud I am of Sam Griesel for hosting the blood drive today at the stadium, and for what he went through a couple years ago with the ulcer, and basically his life was saved with a blood transfusion. I've been through 2 of them and lost almost half my blood in my first open heart surgery back in '05, and it saved my life as well. So the awareness that he is bringing for this cause is very commendable. Just Sam continues to do things that make everybody around him and everybody in this state, everybody that's affiliated with this university, proud to be a Husker. So, just really proud of Sam for everything that he's doing to raise awareness for a great cause.
To have young men of such high character like Stan and others on the team, how important to you is that as a coach to have them?
Yeah, it's very important, and you just see how our guys continue to get out in the community, and it is very important. And we lost some of that the last couple of years with COVID, and when you have to be so careful, and what it can do to your program if you get that if you get that running through your team, which obviously we had. So what our guys have done, and Derek Walker, a lot of them do it behind the scenes, and they're not looking for the glory of, hey, I'm getting out here, that's why I'm doing it. They're doing it because they genuinely care, and they genuinely know how big of a difference it makes to get out there and understand that they're role models in this community. And we had an event planned yesterday for our guys to get out to some schools, but with finally getting a significant snowfall, they had to cancel that. But it's really gratifying when you have a group of guys that take that much pride in getting out and being a good example for especially younger kids and a lot of times less fortunate kids.
How useful has getting a few extra days of prep time been after kind of the
I thought it made us really sloppy today, to be honest with you. Generally that happens. I mean, been around this thing long enough. A lot of times after one day you come out, you're a little bit sloppy. When you have 2 days off, which we had to do by rule, we were throwing it all over the place today, and if we do that on Sunday, that's not going to be a recipe for a victory. So, gave us a good opportunity to jump them and get on them and get them focused. We got a huge day tomorrow, 2 more days of prep, and hopefully clean some things up tomorrow. This team, obviously, in Maryland is playing as well as anybody, not only in our league, but in the country right now. And that run they went on in the second half against Purdue, that's pretty hard to do. And they, open up a 20-point lead at one point on the number 3 team in the country. So we know that I think it's a team that's won 7 out of 8. And if we turn the ball over like we did at Maryland, it has a chance to be an ugly afternoon. If we take care of it and we have smart attack, pretty similar, I guess, to what we just saw at Rutgers, we're going to have a good chance in this one. But there's a lot at stake, obviously, for our team right now, and we just have to continue to go out and play for each other, play the right way, and value every possession. That's going to be a huge key in the game on Sunday afternoon.
That first meeting out there, you guys had 15 turnovers, led to 20 points off turnovers. You mentioned the need to take care of the basketball. What did they do defensively that created so many problems with turnovers? Yeah,
they did to us what they do to every team pretty much. They've got such great activity and anticipation, and they'll run a very similar press to what we saw at Rutgers, and then they'll drop back into a couple different defenses. I thought we had good attack early against them, and then they bothered us with some of the things that they did as far as their switching. We had a couple careless ones too. And the thing that Maryland does better than anybody's they convert. If you turn it over, it's a layup on the other end or a 3. So, if we're going to turn it over, I'd rather throw it in the balcony than just give them a live ball turnover where they get a pick 6 out of it. It's the single most important thing in this game is finding a way to take care of the ball, get a good quality shot up on the glass, and then able to get back in transition and set our defense. We're still chasing too many balls on the offensive glass, and we have to get back. We have to load and get set in the half court.
Conversely, though, you shot over 50% from the field, 40% from 3. What worked for you so well on that end, and how do you carry that over the arena?
Yeah, I mean, we've been in a pretty good rhythm offensively, and we just need to keep doing the same things that are getting us quality looks. The one thing in a few of those games, we've had our percentages have been really good lately. The one thing that has cost us has been the turnovers. And when we've taken care of the ball and, you look at our trend lately, we're trending in the right direction. I think we had 15 at Rutgers, but when we did beat the press, we got a great look. and the turnovers didn't lead to baskets against Rutgers. So it's just a matter of continuing to do the things. The movement's been really good. We're finding the right guys. Our pace has been great. Pace doesn't always mean you have to shoot it quickly. It means get the ball over, get into your offense, and then cut and screen with pace and purpose. And that's the biggest thing that we've been doing, and that's why our numbers are trending in the right direction.
You mentioned something, having a lot at stake. There's internal motivation of just wanting to be the best you can be, and then external. Do you allow yourself to talk to this team about what they might be able to do toward the end of the Big Ten race, going to pro season? What conversations do you have with them?
Yeah, I don't think I have to have those conversations with the guys. They know what's at stake. They know the quality of basketball that we're playing right now. We're continuing to improve with our young players. Basically with the new system that we've implemented since Emmanuel and Juwan have been out of the lineup, and we're just continuing to get better every time we step on the floor. But you can't step back and take a breath and take your foot off the gas. You have to keep doing the things that are making you successful. And I'm confident we will. I'm confident that our guys will continue to play with great effort, and that's all we can ask of our team. If you come in the locker room after the game and say you were the harder playing team and hopefully the more together team, then let the chips fall where they may. But it's a group that has continued to compete, continued to prepare, and we get 2 more days to get right for this game on Sunday. And right now it's one at a time. It's a weird schedule. I mean, we played so many games in a short amount of time, and then we had to take 2 days off, which I don't love, but we had to by rule. And we get another week after this one before the next game. So it's not an ideal time to get a bye week just with the way we're playing right now. 2 games in 12 days or whatever it is. But it is what it is. It's the schedule that we were given, and we just need to continue to do the things that are making us a solid basketball team right now.
CJ played season low with minutes against Wisconsin, and he started the next game. Kind of what went into that decision? With him shooting like that, what does that do for the rest of your offense, the spacing and all that?
Yeah, I mean, he really, I thought, kept us in that game early. They hit some shots. Hyatt hit a couple tough ones at the end of shot clocks, contested. They built a little bit of a lead, but CJ was able to keep us in it with his three threes to start that game. And, basically I think it was even. It was 16-16 with CJ hitting 3 threes. And, that allowed us, and I think it gave us some early confidence with CJ knocking down those shots. But we're going to continue to rotate that 5th starter and, kind of see where it takes us. But, CJ, we felt good about him getting back in the lineup. I loved his energy on the bench, even though he didn't play. In the second half against Wisconsin, he was over there engaged and talking to guys. He was talking to guys in the huddle, and that's what it's all about. And that's what this team has been really good at. Whatever their role is, they've accepted it, and they've thrived in it. So CJ did not play in a half to go into a starting role and be as key as anybody on the floor the other night. It just, I think, shows you everything or tells you everything you need to know about this group. And we'll see what happens. This might be another game where Blaze and Derek get some minutes together. And, Blaze plays 4 minutes after playing the season high against Wisconsin. That's just the way right now our team is built, and a lot of times what the other team's rotation looks like. But we have some versatility with this team, being able to play big, being able to play small, and you'll continue to see those lineups here down the stretch.
Maryland has 4 guys that average in double figures, but does everything kind of run through Jameer?
Yeah, Jameer, he's been incredible, and in my opinion, he's an all-league player. And he does so much damage in the paint. He gets downhill with that left hand, and he's hard to stop if you don't get up and win the line of scrimmage with the pick and roll defense or get under and get to an angle of containment. He's so explosive getting to the rim. The other thing they killed us on were free throws. They were 24-26 the last game we played. He was 9 for 9, and they did a lot of damage there. It was actually, I think it was a 9-point game, about midway through the second, and then they went on a big run to put it away. But fouls were a big issue in the game at Maryland. We do take a lot of pride in keeping teams off the line, but we did not do a very good job in that game. On our double teams, we got split. We were soft in that game at Maryland. So just got to clean it up. We got to be better. And that was still pretty recently when our guys had gone down, so we were still learning each other, I think. But just need to have a full 40 minutes if we're going to have a chance on Sunday.
The broadcast made multiple references to the change in your offense, and they used the word triangle. What have you changed in your system since Juwan and Emmanuel got out? Why has it been so effective?
Yeah, I don't know where the triangle comes from.
They
We
said
have
it
a zero
3 times.
triangle. Really I guess we play through the pinch a little bit, but yeah, I think the biggest thing is those guys are playing with so much pace right now, and the confidence that we're getting early in games. But it's just our spacing has been really good. Our cutting has been really good. Obviously, Casey draws so much attention. You get CJ out there, the gravity he provides with pulling the defense closer, that allows Derek opportunity to go to work. Griesel, I thought, was very efficient. I thought he was terrific. The other night had great control with 12, 12, and 5. In a game, he just continues to stuff the stat sheets. Jamarcus has been good. Sam is playing with a lot of efficiency, and it's when you have multiple weapons on the floor, and we've had probably a little bit more of that as of late, that can knock down shots. When you can pull the defense closer, that's just going to open up opportunities for your playmakers, and I think that's as big as anything.
K-State, he's obviously been getting a lot of attention, with the ETN deal and Steph Curry tweeting at him and all that sort of stuff. Is he the type of kid that's aware of that? Like, how much does he pay attention to all the hype and love he's been getting over the last?
Yeah, I don't think a lot, and his demeanor doesn't change, his approach doesn't change. I saw he did send something back. I don't look at that stuff, but one of my kids showed me that Casey tweeted back, "Thanks, Steph," or something like that. But he's not active on social media, and I love that about Casey. I wish everybody had that approach. But I'll say this: a lot of guys do it for the right reasons. I mean, what Griesel does on social media, I think, is incredible. Other than that, our guys really aren't all that active on social media, and I think Casey as much as anybody. But that's pretty darn cool. I know that's his idol. When you got your idol sending a direct message to you, I don't know, is that a direct message? Probably not.
He tweeted at him.
At him. Quote tweet?
No.
No quote tweet? Okay. Anyway, he tweeted at him, which is pretty darn cool. But yeah, I mean, Casey, that's a special moment that he'll remember for the rest of his life.
You expect a full house?
I expect a full house tomorrow for Amy, and in the women's game, I'm excited to see some of that tomorrow after our practice. And it's a great weekend to be at PBA. First of all, show great support. It's going to be a heck of a game. I know they've sold already over 10,000 tickets. Let's try to get that thing full tomorrow to show support for the women's team, who continues to go out there and compete. And then, we've been so thankful for our crowds, and I think people have really appreciated this group for how they've continued to battle through adversity, and just how much fun this group has been to coach. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a great weekend at PBA. Thanks, Lindsay.